Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Oh, my goodness. I know y'all aren't happy with that. That was a struggle. I'll pull up the stats here in a minute. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I guess that's I don't hardly know what to say about that. I think we've been watching Josh Heupel now for, I don't know, 2 years plus. And we've never seen a team struggle so much. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was something. Got a few guests will be coming on, but what did y'all think of that? Yeah, the rushing was not too shabby. Let me I'll pull up some stats for us. We'll take a look at them, and then I'll probably have a guest or two that'll join here in a minute. Let's see, Vols stats. I'm having to do this last second. Let's see, because this game went a little longer than I expected. Vols stats versus who do we play? Austin Peay. I wasn't expecting this would matter. Wow. Let's see, Austin Peay. That would be that right there. And there we go. And I'll pull it up here. We'll take a look-see at it. I'm going to share this screen, Austin Peay, and share. And let's see what we've got here. All right. So we had Mike DiLalalo. He was 29. He played a good game. Man, that guy balled out. 260 yards, threw the ball well. He tried to run. He got beat up pretty bad. Joe's numbers, I feel like they're a little bit deceptive. 21 of 33. Seemed like every pass he threw was behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know. Ran the ball pretty well, 228 yards. You would expect to run the ball at least that well against Austin Peay. They gave us all we wanted and more, I guess. Let's see here what folks are saying. Let me remove this. It says, we missing Hendon Hooker. Yeah, a smidge. Has Milton pulled back some to keep Nico off the field? No, I don't think so. I think he did everything he could, and he just had a really poor game. And they finally, it appeared to me that Heupel decided, okay, he's not throwing the ball well. I'm going to run the ball, and I'm going to throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and kind of that's going to become our running game as well, and just go that route, because we tried our regular offense and it just wasn't working. And the receivers weren't catching the ball. Joe was not throwing the ball effectively. What was he, 1 for 8 when he started out with the regular offense? And then he went to running the ball and throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage. And Nico, you want to take a look at Nico's stats? Oh, that's right. There's no stats to look at. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm, needless to say, frustrated with that performance. Yeah, it says, let's see. Yeah, 1 and 8 starting. So that's when Heupel made the change and decided I'm going to go down a different road. I'm going to run the ball, and I'm going to throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage and just let the wide receivers perform, because they couldn't. They don't have the athletes. I hate that. I was expecting to see at least a half of Nico tonight, and we didn't get to see Nico through, not a play. That was I don't know. Let's see what y'all are saying here. Let's see. They need to practice mimicking offense. Oh, let's see. Smokey says 8-4 season. Well, yeah, everybody's down after that game. It's the first bad offensive performance I've seen. I mean, we struggled against Georgia and only scored 14 or 17 points or whatever it was. But that's against the #1 defense in the country. This was against Austin Peay. And, you know, the key to this offense, the quarterback has to play at a certain level. And that's just the way that it is. You know, it's just you can't work around that. And if your quarterback's not hitting open receivers and the receivers aren't helping him by making some of those tougher catches that they could have made, you're going to struggle. You're going to have 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And this was against a deep look. Had we played a really good team tonight, it would not have gone well. It would not have gone well. And unfortunately, I just it's not like Nico's ready to go. He didn't even, you know, he's had almost no live reps. And that's frustrating. So, and I watched Alabama kind of going through the same thing tonight. They've got Milroe in there, and he didn't play so well. They scored 6 points in the first half, and because he was going up against a really good defense. You know, the first game they played, whoever they played, Little Sisters of the Poor, and he could just run around, and he was the superior athlete. Well, Texas has some really good athletes. So, oh my goodness, that was a struggle all the way around. Let's see here. Yeah, I understand, Sting. I'm not either. We're not giving up on him by any stretch of the imagination. We're just, oh my goodness, it's just frustrating. You know, I've never seen this offense that pedestrian. I know we scored 30 points, but it was against Austin Peay. That offense, I guess that's as bad as that offense can probably play against an inferior defense, because he, you notice the huge change Heupel made. He just decided, okay, I'm just going to throw to the sidelines. I'm going to run the ball and let Brew McCoy bully their defensive backs, which he did. Let Squirrel use his athleticism to manipulate and get us 5-10 yards. And then Ramel Keaton, which was the smart thing to do. And then he threw to the tight end to McCastles, which was an 8-yard sideline pass that turned into basically a home run. There was almost no throws past the line of scrimmage that I saw after the first, after the 1-for-8 start, which, like I said, that's Heupel recognized that he was struggling there and the wide receivers were struggling. So, okay, we'll just do it this way. So that was no bueno. Beasley, the defense played great, and they were out there a lot. Matter of fact, let's see here if we can take a look at the some of these stats. I wonder about the time of possession. Let me see if I can pull that up here. Team stats, play-by-play, box score. See what we got. Here we go. Yeah, we only had the ball for 20 minutes. So realize when you look at this right here, this 39 minutes, they had the ball for 2/3 of the game, which is, typically that's not that big a deal. We just weren't scoring. So our defense was probably getting a little bit tired, although they dominated the game. They really played a good game. And what a struggle. Let's see. We'll take a little look, see more at this. They had more first downs than us, 19-17. There is third down efficiency. We were 3 for 12. Look at that, 3 for 12. Oh my goodness. We did have more yards, 456. Passing, they had more passing yards than us. Yards per pass, 6.9, but I don't know. Like I said, I think we only had 2 passes that were completed past the line of scrimmage that I saw. We outrushed them, obviously, which you would think we would. We've got by far the better athletes. So a struggle all the way around. See what Douglas Graham says. We rode the struggle bus. Absolutely, we did. Jeez. So the refs definitely were going against us. Well, we weren't helping ourselves too much. I just hate that Nico didn't get to play any. I really thought he would get a ton of live reps tonight. I mean, he's our backup quarterback, and what if we need him? He's had almost none. And let's say Joe sprains his ankle in the first quarter, and he's had no live reps. in Florida at 7 o'clock at night. I was expecting him to get at least 2 quarters in tonight. So they're going to have to advance Nico, I guess, at practice in order to get him ready in case he's needed, because that was not what anybody expected. Let's see what people are saying here. I'm not giving up on Joe by any stretch, but he's got to play better than that. I'm sorry. When you go up against Austin Peay, I thought he'd ball out. I thought tonight he would throw for 300, 350 yards. He would air the ball out, and we would dominate easily, and then Nico would play at the second half. Now, Big Papa saying Nico was not in pads. Are you sure about that, Big Papa? Because he looked to me, I saw him throwing the football. Didn't y'all see him throwing the football on the sidelines? And I thought he was going to go in, and then they scored again and kind of tightened things up. So, I saw him throwing the football. I really thought he was going in. And then, like I said, they tightened the ball game, and it was like, okay, we can't play around here. We'll just have to go to the conservative play calling, not turn the ball over, because that's the one thing about Joe. He doesn't turn the ball over. Even if we don't like how he passed the ball tonight, he's not a turnover machine by any stretch. Says he came in for one. Was it the last play? Because I missed the last play. I had to come up here for this. I guess they just must just hike the ball. Now, he's saying Big Papa is correct. So, I don't know. What am I missing? Now, here Roger's saying that he was in pads. Spell correct's creaking him. Let's see. Okay, yes, when they showed him, he did not have pads on. But let's see. Hold on. Oh. Gets hot up here. I turn on a fan. When they showed him, he did not have pads. Okay. Well, he went into the game, right, though? It's what y'all are saying. I missed the last 10 seconds. He wouldn't have gone into the game with no pads on, I wouldn't think. Let's see. Heupel calling game in a way to humble these guys. They will look. Well, they'll definitely lock in this week after that performance. Like I said, we've watched Heupel now for 2 years and 2 games, and we've never seen our offense struggle like that ever. And I understand the Georgia game. That's against the first round of the NFL draft. Let's see. His wrist is hurt is what I read. Okay, when you say his wrist is hurt, are you talking about Nico? Because like I said, I saw him over there throwing the ball. Was it throwing wrist or his offhand wrist? Let's see. Let's hope we had conservative game plan from the beginning. No, I don't think we did. I think they changed to a conservative game plan when they saw the results of what was going on. Nico has a little, let's see. It says Nico has a little in his wrist, but he absolutely was in pads today. Okay. Like I said, I saw him over there warming up like he was going in. Let's see. At one point in the first half, down on 3-7. Said he threw an 80-mile-per-hour pass behind the receiver. Joe's got one speed with his passes. Let's see. We will get it. Let's see. Well, I know some people are feeling that way. I know. I mean, his numbers don't look that bad, but they are a little bit deceptive. Johnny Cole says, in case he's needed yesterday, was when it looked like Milton got hurt. Yeah, I thought Milton got hurt there for a minute, but he popped up. I'm going to bring Chilmonte in here. We'll see what he has to say.
Yeah,
What's up, Chilmont? I know you're not going to be happy.
No, I'm thrilled.
I bet.
And And I
Don't
especially
get
like the officiating because it was so in our favor as usual. And oh my gosh, I mean, they just loved us. Those striped guys just.
yeah.
How about when the three Austin Peay guys were dogging our receiver down on the ground? But that's not a penalty. Okay,
Mm.
I get it. But anyway, it never should have been anywhere near this close, as you know.
Yeah, that was a struggle. That was
Oh,
like I said, I've never seen our offense struggle to that level.
really hadn't.
There's a lot of concern out there right now. What I'm looking in the oh my goodness.
The thing is, John, it reminds me of how Milton played when he got replaced by Hooker.
Yeah, I know.
It looked like that. It literally looked like that.
Yeah, it wasn't good. He throws those balls so hard.
He hit one guy in stride, and it was a touchdown.
Yeah, that's right. That little slant, 7-yard slant.
That was the one guy he hit in stride. And what was the result?
Yeah.
And then the rest of the guys, he was behind him or over him.
Yeah.
And
Roger says Milton made the receivers look bad trying to catch the 90-mile-an-hour he's got one speed. It's the way it is. He's not going to arc the ball.
And that's even for the pro. Even for the pro receivers, that the ball behind you, like when you're coming across and you got to twist this way behind you to get it, you don't catch it almost ever. It's super hard
tough.
catch
It's
to
tough.
make.
It comes in like a fastball. If not perfect and it's right in your chest, you catch it. But if it's off, it can be a little bit difficult.
And it's just, I don't know, John.
I know. I knew you'd come in negative.
I know.
Don't be too negative now.
I'm trying so hard not to be.
Bad tomorrow.
I'm trying hard not to be, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, I understand.
And there's no hooker. There's no hooker on the sideline, although there is. And I think I saw you somebody mentioned Nico had a wrist issue. Somebody in the stands behind us mentioned that during the game.
Okay.
So that is apparently known, although who knows? It could have been a way to keep him out of the game. I don't know. But did he come in?
He came. I think they said he came in. I did not see the last play of the game, so I had to come up to do this live. But their coach being all fired up, playing very aggressive, said our wide receivers could have caught some of those balls. I will agree with that. But
I agree with that. Yeah.
But still, there was a couple of passes like just throw it out there like this. Why are you don't have to throw it so hard.
That's it. It was like a rocket sled. I mean, it's hitting this, you can throw it less than the speed of light. Okay. I mean, it just, but
it's a little frustrating. I know.
But they came out from the get-go, and they actually had a great plan to come out there. They went with every trickeration they could come up with from the get-go, and it worked.
They did. They did have a lot of tricks. I kind of gave them credit for that because I liked when they put the 5 or 6 wide receivers over on one side. That was pretty interesting.
And it was like, what the heck is that? I mean, it's like
he threw everything but the kitchen sink at it. He used all his timeouts.
He did everything he could do. Flopped a time or two too. I mean, let's be honest. And but yeah, I got to hand it to them. They came in ready to play, and we didn't.
Okay, Odd Spot says left wrist, which would not be his throwing hand.
Good.
Okay, so that's obviously a good sign.
Thank the Lord for that. But
it seems like about half of y'all are wanting Nico, so we're up to about half. I was afraid if Joe had a bad game that we'd get a lot of that.
I know we talked about that.
Gaston more. A lot of people want to see Gaston.
Gaston's good. He's a solid player. This is, I mean, going into next week, this is not what we needed. And
if he plays like this in Florida, it will not be a pretty night. And I got to look, the defense, they were balling out until the tail end when they were out there for 40 minutes. That's a long time for a defense to be out there. So they started probably losing some of their gas.
Excuse me.
But, you know, we've got to sustain drives against quality teams. And this could not have been an easier team to play against either.
That's the thing. I mean, it's not like we're playing A&M or Florida or whoever. I mean, we were almost a 50-point favorite in this.
Oh, I know.
In this game, John. It just.
Smokey,
I
can go ahead and tell you absolutely not. Just because one or two or three players didn't play to the level they should have. I'm not going to blame Heupel on that one. And plus, if his backup quarterback's got a nursing a wrist, he probably had to be careful because he doesn't want his 5-star going out there and compounding a problem. And he knew he was going to win no matter what.
Yeah.
So that was the thing about that game. I never for even a second ever felt like we could possibly lose the game. And we were never in danger of that.
No, that was never an issue. It was just we should have been up. The score should have been in the first quarter what it was at the end of the game. And even more so. And last year it would have been.
I got to say, Crawdad Watson, that I agree. I enjoyed watching Austin Peay because, you know, they were so overmatched. It was unbelievable.
They were he's exactly right. They were entertaining to watch. Like I said, they threw everything they had, every trick in the book. I promise you that coach, and he had every trick in the book, and he threw it out at us in the first half.
Did you? I only got to watch a little bit of the Texas A&M game. Who won that game? I can't remember. Did you? I don't know if you got. You were at the game though, so
yeah,
you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, I hadn't seen anything updated. I just got in the house a little bit ago.
Yeah, let's see. Is repping better than Nico? Is this true? Well, Nico's a quality third-string quarterback for sure. He looked good in the spring game, no doubt. But, you know, I don't know, what you do in this situation. Because if you pull Joe and you put somebody in, you know what, though? That also might not be a bad thing.
No.
Might get his attention a little. I don't even know if it's an attention thing, though. I really don't. I don't know. Oh, Smokey says, let's hire Dion. No. Well, we've got the right coach. We've got the right coach.
Oh, we definitely got the right coach.
That's not the issue. There were so many open receivers in those 8 passes that would have changed that game dramatically in the first quarter.
He was holding it way too long and just back there just like.
Did Miami do that? Said Miami put 49 on Jimbo? I did not check that out. I was so busy watching the Austin Peay game. Did Miami beat Texas A&M?
I need to turn on ESPN.
Oh, they did. Yeah, here we go. It says they won 48-33.
Wow.
I did not see. Well, I say that, we don't know that Texas A&M's any good. They weren't any good last year.
No.
Don't think he has it. Let's see here.
I got a feeling they'll come in loaded for bear against us.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, everybody's got an opinion tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of it's just not a good mood out there, unfortunately. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, it is.
I don't know that Milton's afraid to get hit. I don't know necessarily that's the case.
No, he's just.
I just think he wants to throw the ball. He's proud of that arm. He wants to throw it. He wants to showcase it. And I wish he could take a little pace off of it at times.
He just he just doesn't have the feel. He's like me on the putting green.
Now don't throw him down the tubes that hard, Wilmot.
Well, he's not that bad, but he's
I mean, come on.
He's like he's either 20 feet long or 10 feet short.
Yeah, Furman, it was 7-7 last time I checked with Furman in South Carolina. Furman's not a bad club. They're pretty good. I know they're going up against a team with a lot more talent, but Furman they're like Appy State. Now I watched the Appy State North Carolina finish.
Yeah.
And I guess I didn't get to see the final plays where North Carolina must have won because I saw Methuselah, their North Carolina coach, up there proud.
Oh yeah. He grabbed that kid by the neck, that coach.
Oh yeah, that was classic.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So I'm
Jody.
not
I
done talking
appreciate
to
it.
you yet.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Grabbed him by the throat.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Randy Johnson 2.0. Oh my goodness.
All right, it's 3 minutes to go in the third, and Texas leads Alabama 13-9. That's very interesting.
I'm not at all convinced that Milroe's the answer there because he doesn't throw the ball well. And you've got to throw the ball well in this game. I don't care how fast you are.
You got to have a quarterback. Quarterback's everything in this game today.
What's the Furman game? Anybody got a Furman score?
I haven't seen.
I didn't even have time to do any prep stuff because that game went longer than it should have, especially when it wasn't a nationally televised game. We shouldn't have had as many commercials, but and it was terrible coverage because you get the they just put that thing up there and play that music.
Yeah, it's just brutal. And
Kangaroo Black will have a fit. Yeah, you're right about that. He's going to go off on our team and maybe his own.
Yeah.
Oh no, South Carolina plays Georgia next Saturday. Of course, I'll be so concerned about our Florida game, but that's just going to be a butt whooping for old South Carolina.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's at Georgia too. Let's see. I don't know if South Carolina won or not.
I can't look. I'm on my phone right now with the video, so I can't look up on my phone.
Let's see what Tyler has to say here. He says, I think this was a good one. Thank you, Tyler, for the $9.99. I think this was a good warm-up for Florida, the way they played against us. Florida is playing a slow team. This team played faster than I thought they would. We can go back and look at. Well, I can know one thing. I know one thing. He'll have everybody's attention. Those coaches will have everybody's attention this week at practice. Oh, my gosh.
He's going to read them the riot act here. And
I can tell you this much. I like Joe, but I would have Nico ready to go if needed. You know, if Joe has another slow start. But unfortunately, this was such a critical game for Nico to get some work, some live game work, and he got none. He just got none. And like I said, he may not have been able to anyway if he had a hurt wrist. But
yeah,
we played terrible, and Austin Peay played great, and we will still. That's true. We did win. I understand
that quarterback for Austin Peay was one of those super fast, coordinated guys who had a pretty good arm, and those guys give us a fit.
Well, he wasn't fast, but he was coordinated and he was savvy. I'll give him that. He was a little bit fast. He was a little bit fast. That first run that he did,
he was almost like he was just a little bit elusive, and that worked for him.
He's sneaky slow.
Yeah, that was it. And but those little quick guys, those little short, quick guys, they give us a fit. Always have. And
Beasley played great. Man, he's just balling out.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a guy that I literally didn't believe in, and he has made a believer out of me. He's going to be in the NFL. That guy's going to play in the NFL. I have little to no doubt about that. Let's see. Yeah, everybody's upset. Said so we should have that. Oh my goodness, we've got the quarterback situation's upsetting. Going to have to go see AP play now. They could be exciting to watch. Yeah, they played well. I give them credit. I give them credit for showing up and balling out as best they could.
Yeah.
They were so badly overmatched.
They gave us as good a game as they could.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I'll give them a ton of credit.
They really did. I mean, from their standpoint, that game was a 10.
Oh, we're talking about the turnover. Yeah, that was a turnover. That was a fumble. That ball was stripped out for sure.
Yeah.
I agree. That should have been overturned.
Are you saying the refs were not on our side, John? That can't happen.
Yeah.
That's never happened in all of human history, except every game we play in.
Yeah. Well, Heupel's going to do the coach speak, He's going to do the coach speak. I'll just go ahead and tell you, Stingray. You can just count on. He's not going to say anything controversial.
No,
It's going to be big time coach speak.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that a running game looked good.
Didn't get it done. We got to get back and work on fundamentals and blah blah blah. That's
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I like the head coach of Austin Peay. I'll give him credit, man. He showed up.
He did.
Never let up. And I didn't have a problem with him using those timeouts because he knew that at any moment in time that it could be over. So he's like, I've got to keep us in the game. I don't care what I do.
He went for it on 4th down a bunch of times early on, and he didn't play, and which I mean that's the way to play when you're clearly overmatched. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and use all your tricks, use all your trickeration. Why not?
Yeah,
and practice it with your kids. So the next week when you play somebody that's more in your league, you can win.
Yeah, it was. Talking about receivers drop, are they dropping the passes or are the passes hard to catch? Or is it both? Could be both. Could be the passes are hard to catch and they're not making great catches.
Well, he threw behind to several guys and threw over several guys.
Well,
so
the thing is about throwing behind, it's one thing to throw behind, but if it's coming
when
at
you have
you
to twist backwards to catch it, it's really hard to do.
Especially when it's coming at you at that speed.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's coming 90 miles an hour. I mean, if it's just a floater, you can turn around and catch it.
Yeah,
but
James, I don't know. It says
when
I'm
it's a
afraid
fastball,
have to step down like when Hooker took over. I don't know.
That's what it reminded me of that. We were sitting there watching it. It's like,
Wasn't
oh
good.
my gosh.
Well,
I've seen this story before.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Oh well, like I said, it's getting. I don't have much more to say. I really don't. I'm very frustrated. I know everybody out there is frustrated.
I think we can fix this. I think we can win next week. We've got to improve a lot, and defensively we played pretty well, but then there was some holes there too, which I don't like.
Well, they got tired towards the end because they were in there for 40 minutes. Before the ending, they were fine.
But why are we in there for 40 minutes against Austin Peay?
I know. Believe me, I don't really.
That's the thing. We should never be there that long against this team.
I know.
So I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know, John. I think I was hoping this game would answer some questions that it created way more.
Yeah. There's a lot of questions out there. I'm going to need time to think about this a little bit and kind of see what Heupel says about it and kind of go from there. But I don't have much more I really don't have much more to say. I'm pretty irritated right now with this game.
Yeah,
to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not happy at all. I really expected this to be way different. I thought we were going to be talking about Nico's second half. We'd be talking about Joe threw for 300. We won by 63-10. And this was the exact opposite of that. We did win. So but I never thought we would lose. I never felt that way at all.
No.
But I'll have a lot to say tomorrow. I need to go I'm going to sleep on this tonight, and I'll have a lot to say tomorrow. That's for sure. I'm going to do my report card and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it'll give me a chance to kind of calm down a little bit. I need to calm down and kind of take a step back and really look at this thing and then give it a reasonable opinion on it. Because right now I'm not in a good frame of mind.
I know. Yeah.
All right, Chilmont, I appreciate you coming on, buddy. I know it was late for you. You went to the game and everything.
No, that's okay.
Appreciate y'all popping on here with us. We went 35 minutes. That's pretty good for the mindset that I'm in right now. So I'll have a lot to say tomorrow. I need some time to think about it.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk, Jay. Thank y'all very much for showing up. Sorry we didn't play better, but hey, we got to win. We're 2-0, so let's not.
We're 2-0. We're still 2-0.
Get 2 down, okay?
Yeah.
All right. See you, buddy. All right. I'm in the stream, Chilmont.